I needed help on studying for the AP World History exam, and I was wondering if you had any materials I could borrow.
Finally, someone asked. I've been waiting all year to use this. All right, let's get started. Welcome to the Indus River Valley.
How did you do that?
By the power of video editing.
What?
Never mind.
What time period is this?
Look closely to what's happening around you. It's the Foundations period.
What's that guy doing over there?
He's a hunter-gatherer.
Help! Somebody help! The stairs too big! Where's my weapon?
And look over there. There's someone adapting to agriculture and farming.
Ooh, how was agriculture introduced?
Well, history shows that it started in Western Asia and the Middle East, and then eventually everyone adopted it and made tools more effective for farming. All right, we spent enough time here. Let's move on to the classical era.
Whoa! Where are we now?
Welcome to Villa Park, Greece, home of the Spartans.
Were their helmets really blue? They look awesome. What'd they do?
Well, they started out as individual city-states like Athens and Sparta. These two city-states united when the Persian army invaded Greece, and they both successfully drove them out.
During this time, the caste system was in effect in India. As you can see, here is a basic social hierarchy. These are the untouchables and those are the royalties.
Now let's get us out of here. I forgot to recharge the remote.
Ah!
Do you know what time period we're in now?
Well, by the look of the developed trade routes, I'm gonna take a guess and say it's the 1700s.
No way. With the Mongols in power, peace was brought upon the trade routes, and it allowed for prosperity. We're only in the 1200s. Though the Mongols were perceived as barbaric in the western regions, they managed to establish Pax Mongolia. They were a power vacuum, and they expanded their influence over Asia, including China.
That's amazing. So, while the Mongols were controlling Eurasia, what was happening in the Americas?
During this period, the Aztecs and Incas were occupying Central America. You can see them on this pyramid.
What are they doing?
I believe they're performing their rituals. In other words, human sacrifice.
How inhumane!
But you can't expect every civilization to have the same morals as others. Believing they owed everything to their gods, they used human sacrifice as a way to please them.
So I get it. Different regions comes with different cultures.
Right. So enough of post-classical. Let's move on to the next time period.
So how did we end up living in the Americas?
Well, European exploration was reaching great heights. People like Christopher Columbus or Ferdinand Magellan, who successfully circumnavigated the globe, would set sail in search of new trade routes and come back finding new lands. And this started the colonization process.
Colonization? Oh, so like 13 colonies?
Something like that. Foreign powers would invade the newly discovered lands and the people living there. Many people didn't like this, and, well, the Europeans were dominating the people, and that kind of caused a revolution.
Well, of course. I wouldn't want someone coming into my house and controlling everything.
Unfortunately, in the Americas, the Native Americans stood no chance to the Europeans. They were overpowering the indigenous populations, and so were diseases, and they didn't have any previous immunities.
Wow, the world must have really taken a toll for the better. It looks a lot more developed compared to the past.
You've got that right, but there were still problems occurring. A French Revolution broke out in Haiti in 1789, and it created 5 sets of groups: the white planters, the artisans, the teachers, the shopkeepers, and the blacks, who were slaves, free, and some ran away.
I remember you teaching us about this. There is a legislation declared in Paris to keep Saint Dominique a colonial empire. Instead, it caused a war.
You actually listen?
I have my good days.
Well, in this case, you're correct. Toussaint Louverture was the leader of the black slave majority that rebelled against the planters in August 21st, 1791.
They also used guerrilla warfare.
Our our time has run out. We have to leave before the remote shuts down.
What? We're back at school? Yes. But there's 6 time periods and we only just 5. Yes, but this is the modern period. We're making history as we speak. So are people going to be reading about us time traveling in their history books? Maybe we'll just see that to ourselves. So, the world has evolved technologically. I know it may prove harmful to the environment sometimes. It has provided way for globalization to occur. What's globalization? I'm glad you asked. Globalization is the spread of cultures and ideas throughout the world. For instance, when the Cold War was coming to a close, this globalization was evident because McDonald's and